Mark loved adventure. When he met Emma at a late-night bookstore, her mysterious vibe hooked him. She was beautiful, with striking green eyes that seemed to see into his soul. They hit it off right away, and soon they were always together. Mark felt like he was living a dream, but dreams can quickly turn into nightmares. One stormy night, while having dinner at her remote cabin in the woods, Emma suddenly said she hated Mark's friends.
They're toxic.
She snapped, her eyes flashing. Mark laughed nervously, but her intense look made his stomach twist. A few days later, while on a midnight walk through the dark forest, Emma grabbed Mark's arm and whispered,
Your family is a burden. They're holding you back. Cut them off, or you'll never be free.
Mark felt a chill but tried to brush it off, thinking she was just being protective. The real nightmare began when Emma started tearing apart Mark's career.
You're a failure.
She spat one night, her voice cold.
You'll never be good enough for me unless you prove yourself.
The room seemed to grow darker as her words sank in. Things got worse. Emma demanded access to all of Mark's social media accounts, saying she needed to protect him. She became paranoid, accusing him of cheating without any reason. Her once sweet demeanor turned scary. Mark felt like he was being watched all the time, even when alone. He thought he saw shadows moving in the corners of his eyes. One night, Mark woke up to find Emma standing over him, her face twisted with anger.
You're hiding something from me,
she growled. He bolted upright, heart racing.
Emma, you're scaring me,
he stammered. She laughed, a chilling sound that echoed in the dark room. Desperate, Mark reached out to his old friend Jake, who noticed Mark's growing fear and isolation. They met at a small diner, the only place Mark felt safe. Jake listened as Mark described the bizarre and scary events.
You need to get out, Mark,
Jake said urgently.
This isn't just toxic, it's dangerous.
Mark went back to the cabin to pack his things, but Emma was waiting for him. Her eyes glowed with an eerie light, and the room felt full of bad energy.
You can't leave,
she whispered, her voice echoing.
You're mine forever.
Terrified, Mark grabbed his stuff and ran, the cabin door slamming shut behind him. He could hear Emma's laughter following him through the dark forest, but he didn't stop until he reached Jake's apartment. In the following days, Mark discovered that Emma had no online presence, no past that he could trace. It was as if she had never existed. The cabin, too, was abandoned, falling into disrepair as if it hadn't been lived in for years. Mark realized how close he had come to losing himself completely. The experience haunted him, but he knew one thing for certain. Sometimes the most dangerous monsters wear the most beautiful masks. If someone tells you things that isolate you, belittle you, or control you, it's not just a red flag, it's a warning. Run and never look back. So fellas, what have you learned from that story? Pause the video and comment about red flags you have noticed in that story. You have 3 seconds before we start. Okay now, let's break it down. Red flag number 1, she tells you she hates your friends. In our story, Emma tries to isolate Mark by expressing her hatred for his friends. This is a classic move to cut you off from your support system. If someone truly cares about you, they will understand the importance of your friendships and not try to come between you and the people who matter in your life. Isolation is a powerful tool of control, and recognizing this early can save you a lot of heartache. Red flag number 2, constant criticism of your career. Emma belittles Mark's career choices, making him feel inadequate and undervalued. Constructive feedback is healthy in any relationship, but there's a clear line between that and constant negativity. Your partner should lift you up and support your ambitions, not tear you down. If every discussion about your career ends in criticism, it's a sign that something is wrong. Red flag number 3, controlling behavior. When Emma grabs Mark's arm and whispers to him in the dark forest, it might seem like a dramatic gesture, but in reality, it's a form of control and intimidation. Controlling partners often use physical gestures and emotional manipulation to assert their dominance. If you ever feel like your autonomy is being compromised, it's important to address it directly or seek help. Red flag number 4, sudden, intense anger. Emma standing over Mark while he slept, her face twisted in anger, is a chilling image. Such unpredictable and intense anger especially in vulnerable moments, creates a hostile and unsafe environment. Your partner should be a source of comfort and security, not fear. Consistent, uncontrolled anger is a serious red flag that should never be ignored. Red flag number 5, manipulative behavior. Emma's manipulative smile and deceitful actions are clear indicators of a toxic personality. Manipulation erodes trust and creates a foundation of deceit in the relationship. If you feel like you're constantly being manipulated or deceived, it's crucial to recognize these signs and take action. A healthy relationship is built on honesty and trust. Red flag. Number 6, creating an atmosphere of fear and urgency. When Mark felt the urgent need to pack his bags and leave, it was a direct result of the fear and pressure Emma created. No one should ever feel unsafe or rushed in a relationship. If your partner's behavior makes you feel this way, it's a clear sign that it's time to reevaluate your situation and consider leaving for your own safety and well-being. Remember, fellows, relationships should be built on mutual respect, trust, and support. These red flags are crucial indicators that something is amiss. Recognizing them early can prevent a lot of pain and ensure that you're in a relationship that truly nurtures and supports you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights and stories. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Have you ever encountered any of these red flags? How did you handle it? Let's start a conversation and support each other in making healthier relationship choices. Until next time, take care and be owly.